Before electricity, food was preserved by salting, smoking, pickling, or drying. That was pretty much it. But Americans wanted dairy, fresh produce, and eggs, which had a logistically difficult shelf life. So in the early 1800s, with the birth of the Industrial Revolution, a population of New England businessmen saw a future in harvesting ice from frozen ponds. Now this industry immediately exploded, and ice began to show up by train from all over New England to these ice auctions in Boston, where giant cubes would be sold into national and even international ice markets. The value of what ice sold for was based on purity because the better-looking ice contributed to sanitation for the food products it kept cool. So how do you get pure ice? From pure water. This is where Lake Potanipo comes in. The Fresh Pond Ice Company of Somerville, Massachusetts knew that if it wanted to compete in the market, they would have to find ice far away from the pollutants of the city, so they set their sights on Brookline, New Hampshire. Lake Potanipo, well, at that time it was known as Lake Miskatonipas, not only had purity, but consistently froze 14 inches deep, which was ideal. So in 1890, they moved their headquarters and built the largest ice house in the world at 245 feet long and 180 feet wide, holding 80,000 tons of ice. With so much production, the Boston and Maine Railroad Company extended the line from Fitchburg to Brookline in 1892. The rail line ran along what's now Route 13 and was extended a few miles further north into Milford in 1894. It was known as the Brookline-Milford Railroad, or Fitchburg Line. In the early 1900s, the advent of mechanical cooling rapidly destroyed the ice market. Much of the Potanipo operation was auctioned for building materials, and the remainder burned to the ground in 1935. At one time, the company owned almost the entire lake and its shore, employed most of the town, and was one of the largest contributors to the nation's ice market. Today, you can still walk the ghost tracks of the Fitchburg rail line via the Granite Town Rail Trail, and that ice house still holds the Guinness World Record for the largest ice house under one roof. Thank you so much for watching.